Just a little bit.
Oh, top lane is going to be a fight coming out. The Olaf is all inning flash away from this Gnar. Just throwing the boulder at his back. Summoners can be in the difference. A wallop is not going to be able to be dropped. And first, even with that wallop landing, I'm not 100% sure that they kill. Very nice stun. Lissandra is going to be able to flash and set this one up. No flash, not long for the world. Picked up there for this. Can't sidestep it when it's a massive AoE around her body. So another fight going to be started here in the top side river. As there's going to be another W stun. They're going to be collapsing onto this mid laner, but the support is here to try and change the color of this fight. Ekko is the first one to fall, but the red team is able to get another collapse here. Beautifully done. Varus ult's not going to connect on anything. I didn't see that one on screen. Flashing in for the side of this Nautilus. Then it is going to be one dead bot lane. The W is going to be able to keep him up a little bit longer. It is revived. Able to make this a 1-for-1. Rewind's going to be refilling that health bar quite tidily. Slipping on out of there. Trying to get that third shot for the extra move speed. Bonk on the head on the way out. Isn't going to be able to pick up the kill. And a quick 1-for-1. Probably just going to be the end of it with forcing the Ghost and the Flash going into the prison here. Is able to get a little bit of health. But once again, the support is here to change the color of this fight. 2 Flashes living on tiny HP. Waiting for this hook cooldown for the Nautilus. The Glacial, the E. Picked up. Expected another one of these little roams slipping out, kind of skulking around here in the topside bush, but there are both junglers here. The Undertow is going to be able to catch, but the resistance doesn't even matter. He is just popped immediately. Completely underestimated the damage out of this Olaf.
A depth charge or even a hook onto her. She's just dead.
Right. Another claw here in the mid lane. A very nice stun. Immediately going to be able to drop that ult on top of him. Slipping out, burning, but is not going to quite be enough in the bot lane.
His poison stacks onto, and that's what Renata allows him to do. Renata allows him to survive just a little bit longer than usual.
Getting him to be able to grab one here in the mid lane. Catching him backing in a little bit unsafe of a spot. Should be a 1-for-1 pretty quickly here. One more E. There it is. And a shutdown. Thank you very much.
Push that out before thinking of anything else. As top lane fight.
Top lane fight's going to be kicking off here. Undertow lands. Another Ragnarok being popped. Going to be trying to dive onto that turret. The ult runs out for the Viking. Grabs up his wave in a very nice counter.
How much this Ekko is around this mid lane. So Orianna stepping up a little bit too far.
Able to, not the loot route, it's not going to be able to land here, and she's able to get her own move speed buff. Is going to be very dead very quickly, if I'm not mistaken. Never mind, turned around here quickly with the hostile takeover, and they just brought more men to the party. Very nicely done. The ult from the Wukong is being able to put the Glacial down, trying to soak up as much damage as he can. Another TP is going to be followed. Everybody's joining the party. Huge bash here in the mid lane. Nautilus ult is going to be dropped here. And there's already one dropping. This is a big wipe on the side of the blue team. Able to get 2 already. Shockwave is enough to deny any sort of follow-up claw is likely going to be taken here. Another prison is going to be dropped. Followed up with the Orianna's death. We're still going underneath this turret, soaking tower shot after tower shot, and is able to live on a sliver of
Look at where the Olaf is. In the bot tribush. Look at him. He has not been spotted yet.
Here on the flank, is able to drop that first Q. He's completely alone, so there's a little bit of danger of him being able to be dropped by himself. Ult is going to be able to CC him right at the tail end of this Ragnarok. He is still not dropping yet. Eventually is going to be felled, but the Ekko is also going to be dropped here. A nice little ult is going to be dropped from this. Here the Twitch ult being. Twitch ult is popped here in the mid lane. Zhonya's is going to be able to delay a couple more seconds. Able to get a root out, but not much more with that flash. Bit of an optimistic play, and blue team is just going to try and go off to the races here. Extra speed from that passive. Sweeper is able to catch the rat even in his stealth and pop a second one.
The carnage of it. He will absolutely take over as the gold lead has ballooned up to around about 6k. As in the replay, we can see what really happened. As Gnar tried to jump over the wall, trying to get a big Mega Gnar out. But now he's just out of position. There's nobody able to stop this Ragnarok from just dealing its damage, from him just taking over this fight. 1 down, 2 down. He gets the 3rd and the 4th, but there's just nothing blue team can do.
Stood in the middle of 3. Handshake is able to catch here. Everyone kind of grouping up very closely. It's very scary for the Shockwave. A nice ult on top of the things from Renata is going to be able to wipe this, but free firing Twitch on the back lines, cleans. I'm liking what they're doing and trying to stack up and trying to catch somebody out of position. You're just going for any little gasp that you have. A very nice Renata ult's gonna be able to catch 3 and get them fighting amongst themselves. Varus is able to live, but he is forced from this fight, not able to contribute. And without their main DPS on the side of the blue team, red team will run them down. Gnar is able to get 2 into the wall, but it is too little, too late. Red team is able to close the door here.